Hi, Kes.
How are you? Can you hear me clearly?
Clearly, I can.
I can't see you though. Where? Oh, there you go. All right,
I do.
everyone. This is Faith. Faith Meet the Bunch. Some people are missing today, but this is the January cohort. They started about a month plus ago. We're rounding up, finishing in a couple weeks. But
Oh,
I
wow.
thought it would be nice to bring you in and just, talk to them, share your experience so far. And they can ask you questions for the next 10, 15 minutes. So Faith was a student like yourself. She finished, when did we finish? Late November. I think you were the last batch before.
I think we're the last one for the year.
You were the last batch for the year, yes. So she finished and just like you, she was a student. So I wanted her to come and just share her experience and you guys ask questions because you might feel this thing is impossible. Seeing someone who has actually done it before might give you some encouragement and then, so take it away. So Faith, if you want to just quickly tell us about your experience with the program and how you felt on some days, which I know they're feeling overwhelmed. And then what motivated you to say, okay, I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to look for a job. I'm going to get a job. And how long did it take you to do all of this before you got a job? She's working now, by the way.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Like Kes said, my name is Faith, and it's been an interesting journey, I must say. Like, I've always known Kes. Like, we meet. But everywhere we meet, you always meet in parties. I just something that just popped up on our page and business analysis, and I was like, let me give this a go again because I've actually done like a boot camp like this before, but I think COVID happened, so I just lost interest. But then again, I didn't have that confidence. Let me just put it that way. So I started speaking to Kes, and Kes was like, you know what? Let's give it a try. Don't worry, this time around it's gonna be good with me. I was like, okay, no problem. I registered, and prior before then, I had to give you my background. My background is sales, like pure sales, anything sales. That is me. Any kind of thing, just sales, just putting business development. That's me. I didn't have any prior experience in business analysis or tech or anything. I didn't have it. So I know Kes said, okay, you know what, it's going to work. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I registered for the class. And I would say the thing that actually helped me that I would like to encourage everybody is to have that drive. Because I was really eager for it. I was like, you know what, I need a change. I think it just happens when you tell yourself you need a change. That's actually when it starts working for you. Because I remember the day my class was supposed to start, I had an emergency surgery then. And I remember talking to Kes. I was like, Kes, I have a surgery. I just had a surgery. I was like, I don't know what is going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And I just told myself, like, I'm going to join this class. But it wasn't just possible for me. So Kes was like, don't worry. You're going to record the class. You can go back and do that. I was like, okay, no problem. I think the next day after my surgery, I went into the Google Doc. I started watching the video. And I was telling Kes, I was like, Kes, can you imagine? I've been a subject matter expert all the while. And there was one thing, Kes, that really, really got me interested in it, was when she said, we are going to work based from your comfort zone. Like now, like I said, I've been a salesperson. I don't have any experience with business analysis. So when she started teaching, so it was easy for me to relate it to what I was doing at that particular point in time in the industry where I have worked. So it was more like connecting the dots based on everything she had said. I was like, oh, if I've worked here, I may not have worked on a project, but I kind of had an idea of what they were working on at that time. And me being the salesperson that they were building that thing for, I was a subject matter expert on that thing. So I was really so it was easy for me. And throughout the class, I know before I didn't just rely, and that's another thing I just want to advise. Kes is going to do her bits. It's a boot camp. Yes, she's going to give you the basics, but I think you just need to do your own, lessons. There's YouTube. YouTube was like my best place. I would just go to YouTube, whatever Kes teaches, I go to YouTube, I just start researching and all that. That's another thing that actually helped me to really understand fully what she was saying in class. So it was pretty much good. And when the class was coming to an end, I tried to make it a point of duty to like the assignment she gave, like I had to like hands-on, like, you know what, I want to have this thing hands-on, because when I get to the real world, this is what it's going to be like. And based on that experience, I was like, okay, no problem, it's not going to be more than this. So that was it. So before the end of her class, she said, okay, you know what, we'll start. I don't know the stage you guys are in right now. Maybe resume, exactly. So it was this point, and I told Kes, I was like, okay, you know what, Kes, before I'm going to give you my resume, I'm going to put something down, because I just feel if you want her to put that touch, you just have to do something in it, because you are the one that's going to speak to your own resume, instead of just dumping it like, oh, Kes, do it for me. Like, no, it doesn't just make sense that way. So I did my resume, I sent it to her. We just had like we had several back-to-back sessions, like, okay, fine-tune it like this, fine-tune it like that. And that's another thing that just was like, you guys are in very good hands. Like, Kes is, it's not just because I know her, she's somebody that she's there. She might not pick your, but obviously she has a job too.
I keep begging them. I say, you people are not using me. If you don't use me, I will rest.
Exactly. And that was what she kept saying in the class, use me. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to use her. Like, I'll just shoot her messages, even in the night. She's going to respond. And I'm like, wow. Even sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to send her a message so that it doesn't look I'm disturbing. But if she sees that drive in you, I'm telling you, if she sees, I was not the only person that attended that class. I was not the only one. But I know if she sees that drive in you, she's definitely going to she's going to hold you by the hand, and you guys are going to walk through it. Trust me. After the resume, I did my resume. She's like, you know what, let's try it. Then we also did the LinkedIn stuff. She was like, okay, this resume, let's use it. If by 2 weeks you don't get a job, we can tweak it. And I was like, okay, no problem. And I just started applying. Every day I was applying, I was telling her, I was like, oh, I've done this. Like, I just went, it was more like I was on fire. I just like going. I was like, come January, I need to change. I need to change my job. That's what I just told myself. Come January, I need to change my job and all that. So apparently I lost count of where I'd applied. I've lost count because I was just applying. So, and I knew it was the first week of December. I got an email from my current employer, City of Toronto, and they were like, oh, this. I was like, wow. I sent Kes, I was like, Kes, see, it's almost like magic. So that was how we started going. We did the interview, the assessment, everything. And it was like a dream. Trust me, it was like a dream. Even when I got the job, ask Kes, she told me, Sefet, I'm going to buy a cane for you. I was like, Kes, I can't believe this just happened.
Imposter syndrome came in too.
Yes, trust me. It came on, and that's when Kes brought up I'm going to buy a cane for you. I was like, Kes, I don't think I want to do this. Like, I don't want. She was like, you have gotten it, now you want to back out. And I was like, and it came with a senior role. That was the thing that actually got me scared. I was like, Kes, they didn't just give me BA. They gave me senior BA. What do I know? Kes, I say, go there. I know that she just kept saying, go there. I was like, okay. I said, okay, no problem. I just know that I have you. In case they want to just come and fish me out like this, I know that you are just one speed dial away, like this one. So before I resumed, we had our one-on-one again, things that she expect that I should do on my day one and all that. So I would say it was a wonderful experience, trust me. But it just has to start with you.
Yep.
It just has to start with you. Like everything you learn, and everything you learn from the class, trust me. When I'm seeing it then, I'm like,
this is it.
I just said this thing. I remember saying, because another thing, like now I'm on the job, I'm not going to say I know it. No, I don't. But
what I'm in now.
Yes, I'm in right now. And that was one thing she kept telling me, said, just get in, you'll be able to navigate yourself. And I got in, I was like, okay. So basically, whatever industry you find yourself, when you get in, the first thing you're going to do is to start gaining domain knowledge. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. But trust me, everything that you're doing in class, you're going to see is like, is there. The Jira board and everything. I was glad that I had like a first-hand experience in class for the Jira board. I was very glad I did, because right now in my team, they are fully agile. So even though the Jira board is kind of
customized,
it's kind of customized to a certain way, but you kind of have an idea, like, okay, you know what, I've seen this thing like